From this it appears that the hatred of anything cannot agree with God. For as love is related to good, so hatred is related to evil. For we wish good to those whom we love, but to those whom we hate, evil. If therefore the will of God cannot be inclined to evil, as has been shown, it is impossible that he should hate any object. Again, God's will is carried into others by himself, as was shown above, inasmuch as by willing and loving he wants to spread his own being and his goodness, as far as is possible, by the communication of likeness. This then is what God wills of himself in other things, that there may be in them a similitude of his goodness. Now this is the good of each thing, that it may partake of the divine similitude. For every goodness is nothing else but a kind of similitude of the first goodness. Therefore God wills good to everything. Therefore he hates nothing. Still, from the first being all other beings derive their origin. If therefore he hates any of the things that are, he wills that it should not be, because this is good for everyone. He wills therefore not to be his own action by which it is brought into being, either mediately or directly. For it has been shown above that if God wills anything, it is necessary that he wills those things which are required for it. But this is impossible. This is clear if things come into existence by his will, for then the action by which things are produced must be voluntary. Similarly, if it is naturally the cause of things, because just as it pleases itself with its own nature, so it pleases itself with everything that its nature requires. Therefore God hates nothing. In addition, that which is naturally found in all active causes must be found especially in the first agent. But all agents love their effects in their own way, according to the following: as parents their children, poets their poems, artists their works. Much more then does God hate anything, since he is the cause of all things. Now this is what is called Wisdom 11:25. You love all that is, and you hate nothing of what you have done. Now it is said that God hates certain things, and this in two ways. In the first way, from the fact that God, loving things and willing them to be good, wills the opposite not to be bad. Whence we are said to have a hatred of evil, for we are said to have a hatred of things which we do not wish to be. According to that Zechariah 8:17, do not think evil in your hearts against your friend, and do not love a false oath, for all these things I hate, says the Lord. But these are not the effects of subsisting things of which hatred or love is proper. Another way is from the fact that God wills some greater good which cannot exist without the deprivation of a lesser good. And thus it is said to hate, when this is more to love. For thus, inasmuch as he wills the good of justice or the order of the universe, which cannot exist without the punishment or corruption of some, he is said to hate those whose punishment or corruption he wills. According to Malachi 1:3, I hated Esau, and that of the Psalms. Thou hast hated all that work iniquity. You will destroy all who speak lies. The Lord abhors a bloody and deceitful man.